the mall, which was, as you know, is in receivership right now. They have a management company, and we had a discussion with them about the potential of using some of the space at the mall for a senior center. Some of the issues that I had concerns with right away were answered, which were access to the mall. They would open early to support whatever hours the senior center had. You would have dedicated area in the mall that it's easy entrance from the parking garage directly on the third level. There was initial discussions then with GATRA about how we could potentially set up a dedicated line or even arrange transportation for seniors to get there. They would also be responsible for like all the snow plowing and everything to make sure that that was fully open at all times. The mall is trying to actually, they're taking all of the commercial, the retail vendors off of the third floor and putting them down either on the second or the first floor. So it would be all businesses. I know there's a dentist up on the third floor. Our team is going down there to evaluate the space that would be used and determine an estimated cost of what it would be to build that. We had looked at Allen Ave, and as we looked at that previously, we got a bill for that of what, and an estimate of what it would cost to refurbish that. It came in almost at $5 million. So we didn't have that kind of money, but we have a little bit of money now to set. But I think one of the constraints will be if we can build for an acceptable price. This space would be at no cost to the seniors. We have an agreement with the mall that if we were to proceed with this, they normally would pay the town an annual, or they pay quarterly, a fee that they agreed to when the mall was built, and we would reduce that fee in exchange for the space. I will tell you, my biggest concern up front is the fact that the mall currently is in receivership. They will sell the mall eventually. If it sells, don't know what it's going to be sold as, right? So, but we're 99% sure it's going to be still sold as a retail environment. Biggest concern though, like I said, is if it sells and they turn it into something else. How do we protect ourselves and our seniors if that happens, right? So those are the kind of questions that we're asking right now.
Would there be dedicated bathrooms? What about kitchen? Because, you know, yes. Is there going to be the capability to prepare like the lunches or whatever?
The design of the facility, right, that layout, that build-out cost we're talking about, that would include every requirement that you need. So if you need a kitchen, it would be included in the plan. If you need restrooms, the plan. So it would be inside the facility and not, you know, the public.
To go across the hall.
Right.
I basically took that and brought that to Mike, and then we put all those things in this. And I went to several senior centers and got the dimensions for like their big room, how much it was.
One concern was, okay, it's currently owned by a company and their job is to sell the mall. Okay.
Yes.
So currently there's talk of this arrangement. If they sold it to somebody and it's still a mall, but the arrangements, the rent, whatever, would have to be renegotiated, right?
If we have a contract that's in place, the new company would have to honor it. My commitment is I'm unwilling to commit. I would rather stay here if I think the solution is so temporary that we'd have to move out and then not have a plan to do it. So I would never jeopardize, you know, what we have right now. You know, if it's not the ideal solution and we have an opportunity, maybe we should take a look at it. And I think that's where we're at right now in this process.